God dang, y'all are quick to join, bro. All right. So I'm going to be studying some David Finch. I'm going to redraw this. I'm going to try to do one with reference and one without reference as fast as possible. I have until 4 o'clock to draw, so let's see. I'm just going to literally just kind of copy this. Oh, man. I don't want to flip the pages. Should I flip the pages? Okay. Let me put a heavy book on this so that it doesn't... I'm going to have to suck it up. Okay. All right, I'm going to get started. So, like I said, I'm going to be redrawing David Finch's pose that I just showed. I'm going to try and break it down kind of how he does in his videos and try to learn from him because I love big monsters. Okay. So this is... Bam. I think the chest needs to be a little bigger. Right, and here we're gonna have this, and here we're gonna have this. Bam. I'm gonna box this out real quick. So that way I can see it three-dimensionally as best as I can. I have one of my favorite artists that does this all the time, and he's a manga artist, and dude, it's amazing. Okay, so head here. We're gonna, maybe there's like a little curve here for his stomach, or his stomach, his spine. This is gonna be his rib. It's gonna go over here maybe. Actually, I'm gonna make his shoulder go out like this. Kind of give this chest a curve. Okay, then his neck muscles are gonna normally end up here. His traps are kind of curved like this. Maybe some spine. Bam. Bam. Okay, so keep in mind his arm is gonna go down here, this direction. If y'all hear some squeaking, that's my doggo. I have a dog in the background. Let me read some chat. Hold up. I got the chat here, so I can read now. Just, I'll take a look every now and then. So if you guys have questions, let me know. Okay, so now that we have this, it's gonna follow this here. Hold on. Let me ignore that. He would have... So I'm drawing a square for his, oh my gosh, his boxers. And then I'm gonna go ahead and give him those boxers I was talking about, like so. So now we gotta keep in mind that his abs are gonna kind of come down like this. Okay. Muscles. So I can't see the abs in the picture, so I'm kind of just faking them. But that's part of drawing. We fake a lot. He also does have this blacked out for the most part. Okay. He actually has his head down a little more. Now that I realize, and it's actually a little bit bigger. It's like, so his head is like yay big. Yeah, the head is yay big. Okay. Let me do the legs, and actually let me do the arms because I'm gonna... Okay, so his chest going down like this. Actually, his shoulder is more like this. Okay. So we got our arm going down to the center. His face is looking downward. Okay. 1, 2 is how long his shoulder to bicep is supposed to be. 1, 2, and this is how long the rest of his arm is going to be, and it's going to be like smacking into the ground. And then here he is going to have, oh lord, I'm drawing from an angle. I just realized. It's okay. I have like my head on this side of the phone so that I can, see my drawing properly. This is going to be like a fast sketch, guys. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I plan to start working on some Dragon Rage real soon. So and this is just a study. This is just a David Finch study. I have a drawing right here that I'm kind of just breaking down as best as I can because I really like this pose, and I might actually steal it for a Night Wrath cover. I think it's very cool. Of course, you know, like I'm gonna make it my own. I'm not just gonna straight up like copy everything. Never do that. Bam. Okay. Then we have bam. I don't like the feeling of this paper. So okay, I have two different papers. This paper is my black or just like my straight up white one. And basically it's just it's like 300 series. So it's I don't know what that means, but it's just got more texture than the blue line one that I constantly use. And I don't like the texture as much. I like it smooth. Okay. Thank you, bro. I'm literally like, let me show you. Like I have the picture right here. I'm breaking it down and trying to figure out where the muscle placements go. And then I'm gonna copy the rendering and study that. And then I'm gonna try and redraw it really quick. So, okay. So, you know what? I messed it up, guys. I already messed it up. So check this out. Like yeah, I messed this up. Okay. So this upper part is correct. Sure, whatever. But hold on. So it's actually supposed to be like this, right? And his chest or his torso and all that isn't supposed to be showing that much. It's supposed to be like caved in like this. And then here's the leg. So that means it's gonna be, yeah, okay. So I'm doing what David Finch does. He does this with other artists. I'm doing it with him. Cause you know, I'm his big fan. Hopefully he never finds this video and roasts me. But yeah, I just want to like study him, man. I need to spend time studying more because I kind of just like jump into my drawings, and like I learn while I'm working on these drawings. But I also like, you know, I need to spend time to like study different things. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so I got that down. Well, what am I missing? I'm missing some comments. What's going on? So a 400 is way more smoother than a 300. It's kind of rough to me. I think the one that I use is the blue line one, the blue line Strathmore 11x17. I think that's actually 200 series, and it's very smooth. Like that's the one for me. Like I love that. I rather use that as much as I can, and because I'm sketching right now, I'm using the 300 one. Because I bought two of them, one for commissions and one for my sequential art. So. But yeah, I prefer the blue line one way more, and I think I'm just gonna keep using that. I gotta buy a couple more because I'm running out. I'm working on a bunch of books lately, man. I'm gonna have like 3 books coming out this year, hopefully. No, I might have 4. Jesus, I'm doing a lot of books this year, guys. So it's exciting. It's. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up right here so you guys can see with me. I'm gonna try and copy his face because I love the way David Finch does his eyes and his mouth and all that. So let me see. Okay, so first of all, let's get those measurements in. Nose, mouth, bam. Okay, let's get it in. Let's get it on. Okay, so I start my eyebrow lines in this line. Just learning that little tip right there helped me out so much. So get with it, guys. Okay, and then I jump to the nose. His nose, he stops it like right here. Okay. Yo, you know what? I'm not gonna draw a nose. I'm gonna pretend this is Night Wrath. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. Should I? I kind of want to do it. I need to practice these nose muscles or these nose renderings. So I just want to say, like, artists, right, their style ends up becoming their flaws. Like the things that they can't copy well from another artist is what ends up becoming their style. And so this drawing is not going to look exactly like David Finch's because I'm no David Finch. You know, there's a lot of things that I can't mimic. But that's okay because like at the end of the day, it's like how he says like, that's what makes your style you. So I'm counting on that. I'm hoping my flaws can create something cool, you know. Let's see. I also want to start doing this more with anime drawings or manga drawings, because there are some stuff that I really want to start studying, and I just like downloaded a bunch of it recently, so I got to get on that. His eyes are like too far apart, I think. Not even, they're just, bam. Okay. His ears are up here. Ears are a little too high. Okay, right there. Bam, bam. There's like a little thing that goes in like this, that. Bring it down here. Bam. I like to do this little thing right here for the jaw. And sometimes, guys, I'll keep bringing this up because this is a really cool tip that I learned, is if you really want to make sure that your things are lined up very well, or you want to check out your flaws, turn your drawing upside down. And you can see like if this lines up with this cheek or this jaw, and that's how you could fix it. And like you could also see if your eyes are at the same eye level. If not, you can fix that there. Same thing with the ears, maybe a little more here, you know. But yeah, that's what helps me. Okay. I'm pulling back up the drawing here so you guys can see. Bam. I like how David Finch curves his teeth to go inward. And I like to start with the bottom of the teeth, like this part here. I don't know, it makes it easy for me. And then for the back teeth, I kind of do something there like that. I think I did his mouth a little tiny, but it's fine. Bam. Bam. Okay. Now I'm jumping over to the trap muscles here. The traps, right? I think these are called traps. I love drawing this part. Okay, bam. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the shoulder muscle real quick because that's what's kind of forward. So fun fact, the shoulder kind of follows this part of the bicep. So like hopefully that helps you guys like keep in mind where your shoulder muscles are supposed to go. It's kind of tricky, but once you figure that out, it helps out a lot. Let me read some stuff. Sorry guys. Why is there 25 people watching? What are y'all doing, guys? Y'all are wild. Shoulder muscles. I like to look at Gary Frank for them. I haven't looked at his stuff for a while, but I think Gary Frank knows exactly how the shoulder muscles work. If you look at his Hulk drawings, man, like I don't know, he's just very, very, very good at drawing that sort of hair. I mean, he drew Hulk for a long time in the 90s, and I love that run. I should have been studying a little bit of that, but the problem is like his Hulk at one point became the like Professor Hulk sorta. So like it wasn't so much as like raging, rampaging Hulk. It was more like just a strong person, like really freaking strong person. But you know, yo, what the fudge? I love this pose, bro. I'm stealing it, guys. I'll credit David Finch. I need to do a Night Wrath pose like this for a cover. It's just too good to give up. And I'm sure David Finch, like he said it before, like he still poses from other people all the time. I could get away with it, right? Oh, okay. Interesting. Let me move my drawing a little bit so you guys can see. Okay, so bam, bam, bam. Okay, here's where it gets a little interesting. This part, I can easily F this up. So there's this thing here, bam, and then there's another muscle here, but this is more like this, and then bring that in like that. Ugh. Okay, and this is kind of curving in inward. So I think our leg is gonna go on top of that. And I'm kind of just adding in my own stuff as well as I draw along. Bro, this drawing, his drawing is too good. I fudging love David Finch. I think Jimmy mentioned something about me us possibly getting together with him and in a chat soon. And if that's the case, bro, I need to keep my mouth shut. I need to just not freak him out. I've gotten to meet him twice over streams, but for the portfolio reviews, but I don't know. We're I don't know. Oh gosh. That's why recently I've been trying to look at other influences, because I don't want to just straight up copy and steal everything from David Finch, which I don't do. I have a lot of other influences as well right now, and you can kind of see it if you pay really close attention to my line work and all that. But to the normal eye, they think ZHC or once they see something penciled, they immediately think, oh, ZHC or David Finch. And it's I get it. I could literally draw something exactly like Ivan Reis, but people are gonna think, oh, David Finch. Maybe not. That's a horrible example, but you get it. I don't know. I want to start inking myself. That's for sure. I really want to start inking myself. Can you guys see? Okay. I just wanted to make sure you guys can still see. All right, so the leg is kind of going forward, and it's gonna kind of cover his abs over here. Oh wait, I want to do the arm. I want to finish doing the arm. Okay, so fun fact. So the elbow is the center. Oh, this area right here of the forearm took me so long to figure out, man. Once you figure it out, oh, it's so much fun to do. So you got your big forearm muscle here, your two little strands of muscle that kind of go off there. Maybe some extra stuff here. You can kind of fake it too, but to fake it, you also got to know your major muscles. That's super important. Okay. Let me go to the leg. The leg, oh my God, I don't want to draw the leg. I think I did a horrible job already with the leg. I should have put a little more detail in it, or a little more attention. Okay. I'm choking here, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the rest of my abs. It's gonna be down here. My boxes are gonna be down here, so therefore, bam, that's where it's gonna start. Okay, so this is, I'm not doing a good job. So because I know where my muscles are supposed to go, I'm able to fill this in a little better. You guys may not understand what I'm doing, but this is what David Finch was talking about. By knowing your anatomy, now you know how to fill in certain things, or yeah, that part was a little tricky. Okay, so that's going over his abs. Okay, and now here is where the calves come in. Calves. So one calf is supposed to go lower than the other. So our calves are supposed to look like this. All right, so here's the knee, and they're supposed to go in like this, right? So this is your left calf, but that's how it's supposed to look like. So these guys are not symmetrical, but you get it. Bam. Okay, then I'm gonna do this side over here, so you guys can see. Bam. Okay. And I'm actually going to go inside the book because... Oh, hold on. There was a good hands to study from David Finch that I really wanted to take a look at. Like really good hands. David Finch is amazing at drawing hands. So I'm gonna go in real quick and check it out. Because I want to draw the fist. I want to do the fist justice, so let me find it real quick. I think I'm gonna use the... Let me see if I can find it first of all before I say anything. If not, I'll fake a hand real quick. I'll test my memory. Wait, where's the Planet Hulk? Right here. No, I can't use that, can I? Kinda. I can kinda figure out. I feel like this hand needs to be bigger though, because like this hand's huge, so like I gotta make this hand kind of huge too, you know? Anyways, all right, so now that I got that down, I'm gonna... So, let me show you guys something. Wait. Okay, so there's a drawing in here where David Finch shows his line work to rendering. And I was kind of blown away. Yeah, right here. So this is how his line work looks like when he's penciling, right? Before he jumps into this. So he does his shadows first heavily, and then he'll do like, you know, the outlines and whatever. So I think that's what I'm gonna do here. I think like what I got here is almost what I got here. Maybe a little more sloppier and less clean, but you know, I think that's something that's gonna smudge away too. All right, so let me go back. Let me place those shadows down. I have 30 minutes. Yo guys, have I been missing chat? Oh, I didn't realize you guys have been saying stuff. Finch is a lot better in my opinion. Wait, then who? Oh my God, yo, K-Bomb. Look, this is controversial, but okay. ZHC is an amazing artist. He was an amazing artist. I think he mastered the certain techniques very well. Like when he drew monsters, like it looked very good because he spent so much time in that rendering. He understood that rendering. He had to follow certain shapes and all that. But sometimes I feel like if you were to, sure, he's very good at covers and pinups and all that sort of stuff. But what if you tell him to do storytelling? He did some storytelling, but they were mostly pinups. Like if you tell him to do a story, man, he's gonna come across a lot of struggles. Like his females were pretty decent, like better than mine. I just think that it gets to a point to like where okay, like draw something other than monsters. Like that's where it gets hard, you know. And that's something that I'm personally trying to work in, even though I'm still drawing monsters right now. But yeah, he's good, but at the same time, it's like you could tell like he knows, you know, like David Finch was his only influence, you know. So don't get me, I'm not hating on the guy. I love him. I watched his videos. Like he's how I found out about a lot of things. Like when I first started, you know. And he's probably like a super awesome person. But I will say like it does kind of suck because like a lot of people just think like he created the style, and it's like not really. Like people get mad when they see people doing this sort of style, and it's like, dude, why are you getting mad? Like nobody owns the style. Well, maybe David Finch. You know what I mean? Like it's like saying Manga. Like you're getting mad over people using a similar style, but look at Manga. Everyone draws very similarly in Manga. You know what I mean? So why get mad? Anyways, I'm not hating on him, yo. I'm not hating on him. I like him. I do get upset when people constantly come up on my page and like, oh, you're almost as good as ZHC. I'm like, yo, chill out. I know he's the beast, but stop comparing. Stop comparing. I am Esquivel. I am not ZHZ. We like, but we do have that in common. Like we clearly love David Finch, you know. And I don't have the patience that ZHC has. Like he'll spend an incredible amount of time on his drawings, man. Like me personally, I can't do that. I can't spend like 20 hours on one drawing. Well, I've kind of done that, but not voluntarily, you know? Like nonstop, how he does it? That's one thing I'll give him for sure is like, he's tenacious, bro. Like that man, like what he got, he fought for really hard. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, he copied ZHC or he copied David Finch and like, that's all he does. But like at the same time, if you look at the way like he worked off his YouTube and the way he advertised himself, like, dude, you would catch him like commenting on other people's pages every day, like all day. Like, hey, follow me, like check out my page. You know, like he fought for what he has. He may have like stepped away from what he does, what he did really good. And I would have loved to see him do more comic work, but you know, it is what it is. I think he likes doing what he's doing right now. It is what it is. He's a beast, regardless. He's a beast. But yeah. David Finch is king. No, the person that you guys got to watch out for now is Jazz King. I keep mentioning him. He's the main artist of Dragon Rage 2, and he's doing like, I don't know, man. I feel like he hasn't done a book yet, but he's done like, you know, he's done animation work. I think it was not animation. He's done. He was a sculptor and a painter. So like dude, the stuff that he's probably capable of besides comic art is insane, and he's like transferring that into comic art. And like the work that he's doing right now, like I've seen some of the stuff that he's doing. First of all, his mentality is so freaking like insane. He makes you want to like work as hard as possible. You guys got to watch out for him. He hasn't posted much of what he does, but like just wait till Dragon Rage 2 comes out. Like you're gonna see the stuff that he's doing. You're gonna be like, what the fudge? Screw Eskimo. Let's go to Jazz. 100%. He's that good. I think like in a year or two, like he's gonna be as good as like Jason Fabok. Honestly, just keep an eye out for him. Me, I don't know what the fudge I'm doing. I'm just a guy trying to draw. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still giving it my all, 100%, no matter what I do. So, I don't know where I'm going. I just want to draw. I want to draw cool things. I want to have fun while I draw. If you're up to me, honestly, like I have been falling more in love with the idea of just creating my own world and just sticking to it, man. Like I really want to sit down and like when I get the chance, I want to like work on Night Wrath, bro. Like I truly think like I can create a story that everyone's gonna love. Like the art, like if you guys like my art, you guys are gonna love that period. You know, like I'm not gonna step away from it. Like I go crazy on my monsters, but the story itself that I have planned in my head with Daniel Calvin, like dude, it's gonna be nutty. Like we're gonna do some crazy stuff, you know, and I can't wait to get the chance to do it. Like you guys, if you guys like Hulk, if you guys like Spawn, if you guys like all of that stuff, like I'm gonna go nutty with it. Truly, like I'm gonna seriously go nutty with it. Oh, by the way, guys, so this technique that David Finch does, a lot of manga artists do this hardcore. So the way that manga artists train themselves, they literally copy a page, panel for panel, line for line, to learn those techniques. Like this isn't wrong at all. Like this is how you learn. For those of you guys wondering, like this is how you learn for real. Those mother truckers are so good. I want to start, like I said, like I want to start practicing more manga. I want to try and like do a one-shot story. I've had this cool story in my head of like a superhero that just loses his crap because society has driven him mad, you know. And I want to make a one issue story of him just going berserk, Ooh, maybe I can't call it Berserk. Rampage, maybe. No, I don't know. I'll think of something original. But I want to go crazy. I want to do something a Marvel wouldn't let you do with that story. Eventually, I'll do it, but I want to do it in a different style. I want to do it like fast. Like I want to prioritize. It's gonna like I'm probably gonna upload it for free and everything or something. Like maybe in a webtoon. Because it's like this cool story I've had in my mind. Like what if this happened? You know, like maybe I could tell you guys. I don't think nobody really cares. Okay, so I'm gonna say it then. No, because then somebody might steal my idea, bro. I don't know. It's okay. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I'll shut up for now. Let me read the chat, yo. I'm sorry. I think ZHC transferring to customizing also had something to do with his carpal tunnel. Oh, dude, that's crazy. I was looking through my comics just now. There is a special Venom and Hulk run in kind of a manga format from the size of the book 90s. Super bulky and detailed, but cannot find them right now. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to try and hunt it down because that's kind of cool. But like, I'm also like, I keep saying manga, but like, I'm also very picky with the type of a manga I like. So specifically, I like the artist Boichi. I like the artist Nakata. I like Fudge. Who else? I like Yusuke Murata. I like. There's the artist on Rogue, Innocent Rogue. The artist on Innocent Rogue is just nutty, bro. I like that sort of art style, where it's like they take American influences and they transfer it into their manga style. Also, Suohe. He's a upcoming artist. He's gonna like destroy whenever he decides to make a manga. He made a manga like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, but like that it was just like a one shot, I think. The day he decides to make a manga, like everyone's just gonna drop what they're doing and just read what he does because his style is so good. He's got like his line work is almost like Boichi. He's traditional, but his anatomy is like Nakata. He's very like almost like American, but not really. It's very cool. Yo, so I'm noticing something. I can be sloppier with my art from what it looks like. So like my base line work doesn't have to be perfect. It seems like it kind of fades out, and it's just like a start for me. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's see here. Y'all know that Minecraft Squidward noise? That's my thinking noise. Fudge, bro. I wish I was so much more faster, honestly. Like I get so upset because there's so much I want to do, but not enough time, man. Like I'm starting at 4 o'clock for a drawing or for a page. I don't even know if that's gonna be enough time for me. I'm gonna stay up late. Screw it. I'm gonna make sure I finish it today. I have to. I have too many things to do for me to not finish it today. I might not finish this, guys. I'm gonna try and do the best that I can. It's fine though. I got like my priority was like figuring out like this. I don't know. I just needed to warm up. How about that? Okay, and then maybe I could. So this David Finch didn't draw this, but I'm doing it because I think it makes sense. So okay. I'm drawing extra stuff here, but I think like it's loyal to my anatomy that I placed down. Okay, now this stuff is all rendered in. This is gone. This is gone. Gone. Okay. Let's do that arm. These arm muscles looking dope. Is that a book for sale? No, it is not. This is a 2006 limited edition sketchbook from David Finch, which I got yesterday. I wasn't bragging about it, I promise. I was just trying to show you guys because I know people were curious as to like what was in the giveaway. And I like to share my knowledge as much as I can because, I don't know. We live in a different world now, man. You know, we're all magicians who share stuff now. We share our secrets. I know how much like it would have meant to me to know certain things early on. Hopefully you guys can still see it. Bro, leave for 15 minutes. What's up, Brian? Yeah. Sorry, bro. I'm just trying to finish this as fast as possible because I'm going to start working on some Dragon Rage very soon. This shadow here is from the shoulder, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. So, like, technically, like, this would go in like this. Like, I know my muscle technically ends here, but because there's a shadow being casted from the shoulder, it kind of goes a little farther, in case you guys wanted to know. And same thing here, from the tricep. Ooh, I kind of don't like how the... it's fine. Okay. Bam. Bam. You guys still see? I hope you guys still see. Okay. I'm just faking out some stuff here. After this this shoulder, or I call this a shoulder, bro. What am I doing? I'm on crack. After I do this forearm muscles, like I think everything else is pretty simple. Like I can fly through it. And then I'll post this so you guys can take a look at it too if you guys want to like do your own like little sketch of this Hulk drawing. And I don't know, that'd be kind of cool. And then maybe tag David Finch. Finch Flock. Actually, I'm totally gonna do that. Maybe we could get like a whole army of Finch Flocks just sketching this out for fun. That'd be fun. He did something cool there. Okay. So now that I got that down, I'm gonna step away. He does this cool thing over here. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna leave that hand like that because he didn't really draw it here. Ooh, I gotta be careful, I didn't want to bend the page. All right, I'm gonna be drawing this now. I'm gonna start with this. So because there's, okay, no, he did draw this lower part here. Thank goodness. Okay, but I'm gonna be faking these two muscles here because he didn't really draw that out. So beware, you're about to see some Esquivo BS. Okay. Actually, he did it more like that, yeah. We got 13 minutes. Let's roll, let's roll. Let's roll. Okay, he has an opening here for a muscle there. It's gonna go maybe like this, maybe something like this. Okay, now shade this in. When in doubt, black it out, guys. Wait, I'm trying to move my page around. Yo, I think my caffeine kicked in. So I drank coffee for the first time today. in a long time because I normally don't like coffee. But I seriously think like the caffeine kicked in because I'm feeling it. It's either that or my ADHD. I don't know. Maybe it's a mixture of both. But wouldn't that mean I'm doing multiple things at the same time? I don't know. Okay, so, oh my gosh, maybe I am. So I'm gonna fake this muscles a little bit, kind of how I do it. So it looks cooler with line work, but I'm not gonna be doing any line work. I'm primarily focusing on the shadows because the line work, truth is like we can all BS it our own ways, you know. There's no right or wrong way to do or that sort of stuff. Okay, so there's a shadow being casted down from his chest onto the legs. So it's gonna look something more like maybe this, right? It's gonna go behind the calf. So maybe something like, bam. Let me shade this in over here. That didn't make sense. Like so, like it's some booty. Shade it in. I'm so thankful you guys can't super chat because I would have missed them all. I'm so sorry. I'm missing out on comments on the chat. Okay. Okay, so so there's these muscles here, right? So this is the rector femoris. Oh, you guys can't see that. Look at that. I'm so sorry. So this is the rector femoris, I think it's called, right? So it's this muscle, the typical leg muscle, next to this one and the knee. But beneath that, there's also another muscle that kind of looks like this. And then underneath that is another muscle right here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and fake those up because David Finch didn't do anything to that because there was clothing on top of that. So we're gonna fake it. So I kind of just treat it as its own shape, as its own individual shape. And you could even like heavy down some shadow. You could, like, let's say we don't even see that one down there. But in case y'all were wondering, like, yeah, this is a muscle that took me a while to figure out. Like I didn't understand why certain artists would leave like, you know, that sort of stuff like that. And this is me faking out or like filling in my anatomy because like David Finch didn't necessarily put that in there. All right, I'm pulling this back out. So he does this interesting rendering here. So the knees are hard, in my opinion. Like this is one of the hardest parts to render because there's so many different like, not muscles, but more like just different ways to render the knee, man. There's so different ways. So many different ways to render the knees. Yo, this was quick, guys. I might miss out a little bit on the hands, but okay, bam. I think like I think something important about drawing is that you don't need to necessarily draw everything like 100% correctly. All that truly matters is it looking cool, you know, and somewhat correct in an anatomy, right? Because like if you look at again, Jim Lee, like bro, he fakes a lot of his stuff. Like yeah, he obviously knows his muscles, but he just focuses on making it look cool, and I think that's what it's all about, man. That's why I don't personally study realism unless like I'm taking a picture for reference for myself. But yeah, like at the end of the day, like our goal is to make things look cool. You know what I mean? Look at the most successful types of art. Like Alex Ross, okay, he's hyper realism, but like that, there's not that many people that could do stuff like that. But what sells the most is like Jorge Jimenez. You know, like his art is more animated. It's more manga. You know, like that's not realism. That's not what sells. Or like people don't like it. What I mean by sells is like, you know, people don't like it. Or I'm sorry, like people like it. Oh gosh, I'm messing up. I'm sorry. So, like me personally, like if I wanted to draw realism, bro, I would just take a picture and do Photoshop, put it all together, you know? Unless you're Alex Ross. Alex Ross is a beast. I feel like people need to love Alex Ross more too, because he's a legend that people don't acknowledge enough. Like, yeah, people love his stuff, but I feel like people don't talk about him enough. I could like never do what he does. Okay, we're gonna come here, do da 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 da. Actually, that's too much. I need to erase. Bro, I'm shaky. I'm like jittery right now. I think the caffeine did kick in. Either that or I'm trying to beat myself. Okay. And now we're gonna go to the arm over here. So David Finch just likes to kind of add a lot of cool, interesting shapes that, you know, aren't necessarily like accurate, they do look cool. And I need to learn his stuff a little better. Holy shiznits, bro. If I could draw like this for real, you imagine, like this fast, this speed? Oh my goodness. I wish. How do I know where to put the shadows? I copy everything. No, I'm kidding. So for this drawing specifically, I am looking at this exact picture because I want to, I'm studying him. I'm studying his shadow placements. And his fingers are hard to understand sometimes. Okay, so I got 3 minutes or 7 minutes to finish this. But basically with shadow placements, you want to treat everything like its own individual shape. So like, you see how like this finger is kind of divided into 3 different objects? Well, yeah, I render it the same way. But then certain objects, depending on where they're placed, are gonna have an effect. So like this is a tube, this is a tube, this is a tube. So like now this tube is gonna have a shadow over here on this part of the hand, right? And then this tube is gonna kind of come down here, and then this tube, same thing, you know? So that's how you want to try and render things. You want to break them down into simple objects that you can easily manipulate. You know, maybe I'm talking a little too complicated here, but what I'm saying is break everything into squares and circles and render them as they were that sort of thing, you know? That's the real secret, man. Like once you figure that out, things are going to be so much more easier for people to do, you know? I feel like once I figured it out, like I was able to draw things like just at a different level. I don't know. It felt like a hack. So yeah, spend time trying to figure that out, trying to break things down in that sort of way. And like, trust me, like with my fingers, I've been treating them as squares rather than like tubes or whatever, and it's just easier. Horikoshi, the artist on My Hero Academia, draws them very square, but I think it's very fun to look at. And so I've been trying to do that in certain drawings in a way that I can get away with it. Because my style, you know, you can't copy all that. It's not going to work, but I'm trying. I'm trying to do it my own way. And you'll kind of see it like in Aerith's Saga, like in Tabwe and Mox, the book that I'm working on with Brian Buttweed is down below. Which you guys need it back. If you guys want to see some cool art, like this is going to be some of my best work. Check it out, please. If you guys can't, you know, support now, just keep an eye on it, you know. Just you guys commenting on our stuff, like that helps a lot, you know what I mean? Or spreading the word, that helps a lot. It's going to be a fun book. Anyways, so like just me, you know, like I if you look at the second page, like on the general, the emperor, I was practicing some of that technique on him, you know, like some of the like the boxed fingers, and it I think I could play it off until like I can get better with my fingers. I think at the moment like it works, you know. Like I don't think it's distracting. I don't think it's necessarily bad. Like I think it's okay. Okay. All right, guys. That was quick. Here's the pose. I'm going to flash it off. Let me try and find the center spot for you guys to see. I'm going to sign it and then put after David Finch. I was going to try and redraw it without reference, but I do not have the time. So I'm going to write it right here. After David Finch. Real nice and big so people know. All right. So yeah, I got to learn a lot from shadow placements down here and how to break down. And how, like, something I had trouble with in one of my drawings for Night Wrath is like this area right here. So that was cool to figure out. And that hand, you know, that was fun to do. Yeah, it's fun. I might finish it later. Who knows? I might add some line work to make it look cool. Who knows? But yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to end this. I'm going to start getting ready for some Dragon Rage work. Oh, let me show this, actually. So we got this. Then we got this. And, you know, I kind of did my own thing a little bit. The next step would have been to obviously, you know, like flip the page around and just start doing redrawing that, but I don't have the time, sadly. But anyways, I'm out. Am I going to MetroCon? I don't know what MetroCon is. Is it in Florida? Let me know. I want to go to a convention for sure. I'm going to MegaCon next year. I'm not gonna have a booth, not this year. Next year, I'm gonna have enough books and enough content to do that. But this year, I'm just going as a guest. Yeah, the leg muscles are hard, but maybe I'll do a study on it and like share it. I know, Sada. I need to get on that. I have a video ready. I just gotta do it. It's okay. I'll get faster at drawing, and I'll have a better schedule, and I'll be able to post more content. Cause like I just want to do it to share, man. Like not from a like teacher's perspective, because I'm not a teacher. People say I'm a professional. I am not a professional. I just want to show it from like a beginner's or learner's perspective, because there's so many tips that I would have loved to know when I started that would have helped me out so much more faster. And I feel like I've done some things that helped me grow faster. You know, like just doing like this stuff, bro. Like okay. There'll be times where like I see a pose, right? And so like let's say this pose, right? Like I like this pose and I'm doing a big page, and like I'm gonna borrow this pose and I'm gonna put it in there, you know? And maybe I'll do a lot of like different poses. Like let's say, you know, they're superhero landings. I'll copy this pose and I'll put it down there. Obviously, you know, you don't, after that you gotta step away and do your own thing rendering wise, but like just doing stuff like that helps me. But anyways, I'm gonna end the stream. I got to start working. It's about to turn 4 o'clock in Eastern, West time, whatever it is over here. So thank you guys for sticking around. I'm going to post this, take a picture and post it as well. And yeah, peace, boosh, bye. Bye.